Official unboxing of the twin disc?
Twin disc Exedy racing clutch.
Yep. For the drift car. Well, Jonathan's drift car.
Directions. We don't need those.
I know some of these words.
Came with its own clutch alignment tool. That's always a good thing.
Yep.
Saved me from having to buy it. Always in Japanese.
Yep. And English.
We're going JDM on an American car.
Yep.
Integrated flywheel and everything.
Damn it, boy. And there's the two discs right there. And we're gonna be installing an 18 Manny.
Not used 18 Manny, never raced.
Yep.
Slave clutch cylinder with the throttle bearing built into it.
Cool.
So what?
Making some modifications to the 2017 lockout to fit the 18 manifold. I'm gonna see if I got this cut right. So we got the cut in the right spot. Now I just need to literally grind it down a bunch. Just make a nice big notch all the way down right here. See, maybe I could widen that hole a little bit and just put another hole next to it.
Not bad.
Not bad, just slightly off center. But the good thing is, if we're not...
You got that little piece in between so it can hold the bolt, so fuck it.
Yeah, so as long as we got that, we should be good. We'll see what happens.
Alright, so story time. When I wrecked my car, I gave all my parts to Jonathan. And in order to rock it, in order to put on the headers, you have to rock the motor side to side. You have to take it off the mounts and go side to side. He asked me for a piece of wood. I told my little brother, hey, pass Jonathan a piece of wood. My little brother, he's like, hey, careful.
It's coming today.
He's like, hey, careful. The piece of wood has a nail in it. So, yeah. So the side that he used to jack up the car was the one with the nail on it. So we're doing the headers and all that, and all of a sudden he starts feeling like something dripping on his shirt. He's like, what the fuck is that?
It was 4 a.m. Fuck these guys.
4 a.m. the nail had punctured the oil pan. So there's the new oil pan. So we got to replace that, which is why we're doing what we're doing now. And good thing is there's some good came out of it. He ordered a new oil pan and he put bungs on each side, as you can see here and here, in case he wants to go turbo someday.
Twin turbo, baby. Twin turbo.
Yep, those will be the gravity fed oil lines back to the oil pan for the turbos. And that's where the nail hit, right there. Alright, so right now we're going to remove the motor mounts off the engine and raise the car up so we can get to the oil pan. The only reason we got to raise the car is because if you see the K member is covering the front side of the oil pan. We need to get to the bolts to be able to remove it. Alright, since he's going to drift his Mustang, we need the weight on this is 48.52. So we need to remove as much weight as we can from the front to get it to 50-50 so it can be perfectly balanced. So we're going to delete all the plastic, all the under tray, the mud guards, probably even all the plastic inside the bumper to
on the frame.
Alright, we're draining oil to get ready to put the new oil pan back in. You got that wet ass paint bucket. We noticed the car's on a lift, but this is in a postal lift, so we need to be able to turn the fucking diff to turn the drag shaft to get to the top of the bolt. So now we gotta find a way when it's lifting in the air. I mean, we could put it down and turn the drive shaft, but we gotta find a way to jack the rear end up and turn the wheels when we get to that top bolt. Whole lot of fucking. Alright, we're removing bell housing bolts. Got the oil pan more kind of off, or I think it is off, honestly. Yeah, we need to remove the oil pan, take the rest of the bell housing bolts on top to remove the transmission. I got 2 of the bolts out of the drive shaft. I need the 3rd one up here, this one right here, and I should be able to slide the drive shaft off of it, since it's one of these where you just like made it together. But yeah, this is all the progress we have right now. Once we remove the oil pan, we're gonna put the new one back in, bolt it up, and hopefully start working on the clutch. Taking a quick break because we've been at this for like a good 2-3 hours. All right, we're back after the short break. We took the oil pan off. I need to finish cleaning it, the new one with the turbo sumps. Got the new oil pan on, we're gonna put it on, bolt it up, and we'll be working on the transmission. Alright, so we just got the oil pan bolted up. We're gonna lower the car, put the motor mounts back on, and then start working on the transmission. Hopefully get the clutch installed here in the next hour and a half, hopefully. It should be less because all the transmission bolts are out. Majority of them are out. We just need the top. I need the last bolt to the drive shaft. We need to find a way still to rotate the tire so I can get to that top bolt. Or I might just find a way how to take it out somehow. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright, trans is out.
What the fuck were these up here then?
Huh? What?
These two? And this?
Those are TO2s.
No, that's your fucking, your, IMRT.
Really?
Yes, I looked at the fucking.
Time to take out the old clutch, the old flywheel, and put out the new slave cylinder, and put it back on.
So this is what we came across. Stock slave cylinder with a hydraulic throwout bearing here. This was what it looked like when it was just in there. You know, this is the way it's supposed to sit when completely depressurized of hydraulic fluid. This one's basically sitting like this. This here's a good one. This is what it looks like when it fails. So if any of y'all go to take apart your transmission and this piece just falls off, there's your fucking problem.
Yep. Alright, just got the clutch removed off the car, and it seemed pretty fine. Still pretty good. Then I flipped it over. There's not one clutch pad left on this bitch. This is what an 8,000 RPM shift looks like. on the stock MT82 clutch from factory.
I tested the limits.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see there's your problem. You ain't got no clutch.
Oh God, man! And what does the bottom of that pressure plate look like? It's heat scored and chewed up.
You can see where every individual plate was rubbing from him trying to catch, and it was just clutch, hitting every indentation.
Yeah, that's pretty rowdy. I don't think they're saving any of these.
No.
You see that fucking
You know,
plywood?
but-
I mean, throw it on Groupon or what's that other app?
Offer.
Yeah, throw it on OfferUp, slightly used. What, 30K miles?
Never been ready.
Never been raced.
Never been abused.
All right.
Update, we're putting the trans back on, clutch is installed, and we still need to do the drive shaft, X pipe.
Miss it.
That'll be it. And the clutch line and the O2s we need to plug in back in, and that'll be it. Well, we just need to do the intake and tune.
Right there.
All right, day 2 back at Maxside Performance. We put the transmission up. Tied the drive shaft on. We stopped yesterday because it was getting late. We were tired. We've been cracking at it all day. We started around what, 12?
About 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. So we decided to call it a night around 9, 10 almost.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're gonna hit it again. We got the last drive shaft bolt on to put on the X pipe, and then we're still waiting on the clip because Jonathan misplaced the clip that goes to the clutch line.
Fuck off.
So we gotta wait on that, but we should be able to get the car on the ground, put the intake on, and somewhat tune it. So like a base tune on it till we get that clutch clip tomorrow, and take it on its first spin after the new clutch. All right, we are currently in Jonathan's Mustang.
Get at it, boy.
Nigga, no.
The clutch has successfully been broken in. So we put 500 miles on it. Well, he did. He put 500 miles on it. And we're gonna see what this clutch can hold. From driver perspective, how does this feel?
Feels really good. It you can definitely tell at the beginning it wasn't as grabby. It's a full face twin disc clutch from Exedy. You know, whenever I first started driving this thing, it was very loose. It slipped a lot. The engagement wasn't all there, and it felt like whenever you were really in torque with this car, you could feel the discs slipping. So I decided to stay off power a little while, let it break in a little bit longer. Typically I do about 250 miles before break-in is finished. Went ahead and just jumped it up to 500, and it definitely bites a lot harder now than it did at the beginning. Feels really good. We got the check engine light back on. that pull triggered another misfire. We're on our way to Nelson right now. He's gonna hook up the laptop with HP tuners, take a look at everything, give it a crank relearn, because anytime with these cars that you replace flywheel assemblies, you definitely need to do a crank relearn on the car. The little plate that sits behind the flywheel has about 1/4 of an inch that it can turn side to side whenever you put it back on, even though the bolts are supposed to line it up. So that little bit of an offset, if it doesn't go back on the exact same way, relearn the crank, let the car know that it's been changed, and we're gonna see if that fixes the issue. Hopefully it does, because I don't feel like doing anything else to this car. I want to get it on the track.
Alright, we just pulled up to Nelson's house. They're gonna do the crank reset. But this is where I'm gonna cut this video. We did the whole clutch install. I've been trying to do weekly vlogs, but I've just had so much shit going on right now with my car and Jonathan's car and then Nelson and all that. So I'm ordering my camber arms. Next step, we'll take the car to Yoi, Kazaku Motorsports. Like and subscribe. See y'all next time. Peace.